At the beginning of the movie, we are shown a city in France. Many children were disappearing there, so people had put up missing posters of the missing children. After this, we see a girl named Lucy sitting alone at the bus stop. The color of both her eyes was different due to a condition called heterochromia. Lucy was taking training to become a nurse, which was given to her by a woman named Catherine. She picks up Lucy from the bus stop, and on the way she sees her different eye color and says that she has two different souls inside her. But Lucy tells that in medical terms it is called pigment discoloration. Then they go to the house of their first patient. Catherine tells Lucy that most of her patients can't get out of bed, so she has the keys to their homes. She also tells that this patient does not need much care. He just needs one injection daily, and they have limited time, so they have to be strict with their schedule. Then they reach their patient Andrew's apartment. Andrew asks her about her granddaughter, as maybe his granddaughter was also missing. Andrew was also afraid of injections, so he was nervous. But Lucy gives him injections very comfortably, and he starts talking to Lucy about his granddaughter happily. Catherine tells Lucy that she will have to inject Andre for 10 days now. Catherine then takes Lucy to another patient, but she asks her to wait outside. She tells her that this patient is a little different and she is not ready for it yet. The house was in the forest away from the city and looked quite old. Now Lucy starts getting bored sitting in the car, so she also goes inside. She sees that it is a huge mansion and all its windows are completely closed. Lucy then enters the mansion, which is filled with stuffed animals. Then she reaches the patient's room and sees that the patient is very old and her complexion is very white. Catherine sees Lucy there and tells her that her curiosity is good because a nurse should be like this. She then tells her the patient's name is Deborah Jessel and says that she was once a prominent ballet teacher, but is now bedridden and in a coma. Deborah had a huge book collection. Catherine tells Lucy that she can read any book she wants. Lucy takes out a book from which a moth flies out, so she puts that book back. Here Deborah was being given a blood transfusion, but Catherine says that she does not know why this procedure has been imposed on her. Lucy notices that Deborah's nails are too big, and then she asks Catherine about her family. Catherine tells him that she just had a daughter who was born deaf and died a long time ago. This lady wanted to stay in her house, so she was not taken to an old age home or hospital, and there is a rumor that Deborah has a treasure of gold and jewels located somewhere on the property. Lucy notices that Deborah has a strange key locket around her neck. Catherine tells her that there are no chances of her waking up from the coma, after which they come back from there. Then Catherine praises Lucy for her work and drops her and asks to see her again tomorrow. Then we see that on the way, Catherine kidnaps a girl going on a cycle. Now that night Lucy meets her boyfriend William, and then both of them go to a bar that belongs to William's mother. There William's brother Ben also meets them. William asks Lucy about her first day of training, to which she tells that she had a great day. She tells William about the mansion, and William already knew about it. Lucy tells that there is only one old lady living in that house who is in a coma, and also there is treasure hidden in that mansion. On hearing this, William says that they should steal that treasure so that they can lead a good life. Then Ben also comes there and asks him what he is talking about. Lucy gets angry with William for stealing and leaves. William tries to stop her and tells her that her dad also has financial problems. But Lucy tells him that he has already been in jail for 2 months because of theft. But William tells her that she must think about it. After this, she comes home where she sees that her dad is talking to a lady on the phone, which she doesn't like at all. She tells her dad that it is only a few days since her mother's death, on which he says that Janice is a good woman and she will come to live here soon. After he leaves, Lucy has a vision of her mother because she used to miss her a lot. Then in the night, Lucy calls William and tells him that she is ready to steal the treasure. On the other hand, we see Catherine killing the kidnapped girl and extracting her blood, from which we learn that Catherine is kidnapping and killing all the kids in the town and collecting blood for Deborah's blood transfusion. Here William, Lucy, and Ben are on their way to the mansion when some children wearing Halloween costumes try to scare them, but they drive them away. Then when they are moving towards the mansion, Lucy sees a flame in front. She goes there and tries to pick it up, but that flame disappears from there, which they all are surprised to see. After this, they start looking for a way to go inside the mansion, and only then does William see a window in the basement open. Ben and Lucy did not like this and wanted to go back, but William did not agree. Then they come inside the basement where a lot of old stuff was lying. Then they come upstairs from there and start searching the house. Lucy says that she is not feeling well here, but William silences her, saying that they will not leave without taking the treasure. After going a little further, they see an old door that had 2 locks on it, but they leave it and move forward. Then they reaches a room that looked like a child's because there were many toys lying there and strange paintings on the walls. Lucy tells them about Deborah's dead daughter and it was probably her room. Then they see a tea table in the room next to them, with stuffed animals sitting on chairs and they were dressed like humans. After getting out of there, they start moving towards another room which was locked. They think that the treasure will definitely be in this room. That's when Lucy thinks of the key she saw in Deborah's neck and guesses that it will be of this room. Then the three of them go to Deborah's room and Lucy takes that key from her neck. But that door does not open with that key. So Ben breaks the lock and then they go inside the room. In that room, they see a mannequin which was covered with a cloth, but when they remove the cloth, they see that it is not a mannequin but a dead body of a girl. Lucy suggests that this is the corpse of Deborah's mute daughter Anna, still dressed in a ballerina outfit, and that is probably her biggest treasure. Lucy twists the key on the pedestal the corpse is standing on, and the corpse starts spinning slowly with music playing, like a ballerina on a music box. Now because the sound of music starts reverberating throughout the house, William hits Anna and stops her, which makes the whole house dark. That's when they hear noises from the floor above which scares them because they think Deborah has woken up. They try to get out of the house by leaving the room but the main door is locked. Then they go into the basement to the window from where they had come in. But they are shocked to see that that window is now secured by iron bars. Lucy tells them that there is a window in Deborah's room that doesn't have bars. But William and Ben are afraid to go there because they think she is awake. Lucy tells them that this is medically impossible and they have no other way. Then they go to her room, but seeing that she is not on her bed they get very scared. Now William and Lucy try to open that window but that too was completely closed. Here Ben separates from both of them and starts getting attracted to a mirror, and after cleaning that mirror he sees Deborah standing behind him. Then William and Lucy see that Ben has disappeared from there and then they start looking for him. Here Ben finds himself in a room with no doors and wonders how he got here. He turns on a light lying there and sees that very strange things were kept there and it looked like some kind of operation theater. Then he starts hearing some strange sounds there and some veiled ballerinas appear out of nowhere and attack and kill him very brutally. On the other hand, William is trying to open a window and Lucy finds a 1934 photo of Deborah and Anna there. She leaves William there and goes to Anna's room and starts checking Anna's almirah. Suddenly she sees Deborah sitting at the tea table and Lucy also sits in front of her in a trance. And at the behest of Deborah, she gives her her hand. There is a flashback demonstrating that Deborah was a very strict ballet teacher. A girl leaves the ballet class and Deborah later finds her lying dead in Anna's room. Anna is bent over the girl, drinking her blood. It is revealed that the Jessels are vampires. Deborah scolds her and says that she told her to drink only the blood of people whom they do not know. Anna walks out of the house angrily and Deborah angrily follows her to stop her. Anna falls out, after which her body starts levitating in the air, and then she starts burning. Deborah goes there and holds her and tells her not to confuse day with night. After this Lucy regains consciousness and sees that Deborah is no longer there. Here Ben attacks William because he too had now become a vampire. Lucy tries to come out after hearing the noise but the door of the room is locked. William frees himself by attacking Ben with scissors. This leads to Ben's death and this makes William very sad. Then Deborah comes there and attacks William and starts drinking his blood, due to which he also dies. Here Lucy starts calling William loudly and then the door opens on its own. She comes out and sees that Deborah is coming toward her. So she hides in the same room where Anna's dead body is also there. She sees that blood is coming out of Anna's nose, which means she was alive. Lucy touches her and she then has a vision in which she sees that Deborah was too strict with Anna. She wanted to teach her dance but Anna had no interest in dance and wanted to run away from there. Deborah, while teaching dance to Anna, stretches her so much that her bone is broken. Upon returning to the present, Lucy begins to sympathize with her. But Anna attacks her and tries to drink her blood. But Lucy hits her and knocks her down. Then Catherine comes there and knocks Lucy unconscious. Now when Lucy comes to her senses, she is also in the same operating room. Lucy asks her what she is doing here, to which she tells that this is her job and tells that she also used to learn ballerina from Deborah as a child. That day she did not go home after class and saw that Deborah had broken Anna's bone. Then Deborah had kept her with her and Deborah herself had attached Anna's bone. In the present, Catherine says that she should have picked up some other book that day. Just then Deborah brings Anna's body there and implants the pupae of a moth into the throats of Lucy and Anna. This is a ritual to exchange their souls. After this, she starts sealing Lucy's eyes, and before she closes her eyes, Lucy has a vision of her mother. Then a moth starts flying out of Lucy's mouth, and the same moth comes out of Anna's mouth. which exchanges and goes back to each other's bodies. In the next scene, Catherine brings Lucy into Deborah's room where she believes that she has been successful when Anna awakes and her eye color has changed and she is in a different body. Deborah orders Anna to dance, but Anna does not respond. Wilson attempts to punish her, but Anna stabs her with scissors and then turns on Deborah. Both women fall to the floor. Although bleeding heavily, Deborah tries to bite Anna. Lucy whips her mother until she releases Anna, and the two girls throw Deborah off a third-floor balcony. Anna and Lucy escape from the mansion and walk along a seaside cliff holding hands. Lucy and Anna's body leans over the cliff, but she does not fall. Instead, she flies into the sky. Her scars disappear, and Anna and Lucy's body watches her float away.